Good evening, my beautiful people. Hello, hello. How are we today? So I started over. If you saw a live pop up a moment ago, I actually canceled that one out and started over so people could jump on since I'm doing this a little bit earlier than usual. So, hello, hello. So I'm going to wait a few minutes before people can jump on so people have time. It's just so bright. So when you jump on, say hello, give me a high five, a thumbs up, some kind of emoji so I know that you're on. All right, sorry, Caitlin, sorry about that. I see Caitlin and somebody else, but I can't tell by the picture. So hello, Jennifer. So say hello when you jump on so I know you jumped in. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I am excited. Who is excited? Who's been doing the challenges? Which challenges have you done? And are you enjoying them? Somebody else jumped on. One of the golfers jumped on, which is awesome. If you don't golf, you should. It's amazing. So I am going to review. So as you know, day 1 was make eye contact with a stranger. Day 2 was leave phone in the car. Day 3 was compliment a person. 4 was tip yourself. Didn't hear anything about that, so I'm curious if anybody did that one. Number 5, which was today, so we're going to talk about that. Day 5 was spend at least 10 minutes in nature. No phone, no tablet, no smart device, no laptop, no music, or any kind of sound except the sounds of nature. I was really looking forward to this one today, and I was actually very disappointed. And the reason why I say that is because there was a distraction that happened. And hello, Jackie. There was a distraction that happened during my challenge when I went out to go enjoy nature. First of all, it was freezing. Oh my gosh, I was bundled up in my long winter coat, had my hat on, my scarf on, and oh, thanks, Kelsey. You're pretty too. So Kelsey and I just joined on Facebook, and we've been chit-chatting a little bit, so I'm really excited about the relationship that is going to blossom from that. So back to what I was saying. I actually was very disappointed. Hello, Molly. Every night you jump on. I'm so honored and blessed and humbled for your support. So I went out around, I want to say it was around 5 or 4:30 my time. So it was kind of getting dark, but not really too dark. And so hello, Amanda. I decided to, so we have a, there's a little fruit fly. Sorry. We have a park right up the street from where we live. So you can go up, you get out of the cul-de-sac, and then you can go up a path, and then there's a street, and then you can go over that and go into a park. So my plan was to walk up the path, cross the street, and go to the park and take a lap and maybe sit down on a bench or something. And instinct. Talk about instinct. I've just been off today. And I was talking to my good friend Samantha about it. I've just been off today. My energy's just been off. And I haven't figured out why. So I was really looking forward to my nature walk and being with nature and no distractions. And I said, hey, honey, I'm going to go do my challenge. I'm going to leave my phone, but this is where I'm going, etc., etc. So I walk, and I'm starting to, it is dark early. So I'm starting to just kind of like be like, okay, I don't have my phone with me. I'm away from the home. It's cold out. And I started walking and listening to my footprints, like hitting the ground. And I was trying to really get in tune with the sounds of nature and the sounds of walking and, being observant. And, rustling through the leaves. I was listening to the wind blow because it was windy and chilly here today in Colorado. And so I was listening to the wind blow through the leaves that are, still on the trees, and then the piles of leaves on the ground. I was walking through them, and I was just kind of feeling the crunch beneath my feet. And I was really like, okay, I can do this. It's not, it's been a while, but I can do this. So there's a fork. There's like a fork in the sidewalk when you get to the street. And I started going left, but I wasn't looking up. I started going left. And something told me to stop and turn and go right. So I stopped to go right, and I started going right, and I looked up to my left. This is my left, just so you guys know. I know it's opposite for you. And there was a man standing there with a hoodie pulled over his head and watching me. I was like, okay. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to conclusions. You're okay. You don't have your phone on you. I carry a piece of wood in my pocket, like a small piece of wood, because I get shocked in the wintertime. So wood actually grounds me and allows me not to get shocked. So I'm standing, I'm like, okay, just keep walking and mind your own business, no big deal. He's probably just out for a walk. Starts following me, so I cross the street, and then he crosses the street. So I come upon these two boys playing football, because I decided, I was like, I'm not going to go in the park, like, there's nobody around. I'm not going to go to the park by myself with this guy following me. So I saw these two boys playing, like, toss football across the street before cars came to see how many times they could toss it back and forth. And, hello, Samantha. And I started walking to the boy, and he looks at me, and I was like, see that man behind me? I don't know what he's up to, but I'm just going to hang out with you guys if I can. So I did, and the man starts passing the boys and me, and then the father comes out and is yelling at the boys to get to him, and I'm like, okay. So the guy keeps going, and then there's another fork in the sidewalk, and I'm kind of staying back, and he starts to go right. Well, once he sees the boys leave, he looks back at me and changes directions. I was like, I am getting out of here. I was like, I was supposed to be enjoying my nature and getting away from everything and not, I swear, it's just weird things. So like today's energy was just off. So I was really looking forward to being with nature. So I walked down the street where the boys went with the dad, and I was like I was kind of like this. And a cat. I saw a cat stare at me, and so I started petting the cat, and the cat was just like, I love animals, and so I feel that cat was like, you've got this, girl, you just keep doing your thing. I'm nature, like I'm awesome. I'm with you in nature, and we're cool, and we're just gonna do kitty hugs right now. So that's what we did. This little boy cat and I, we hung out for like, I don't know, a few minutes, and then when I felt safe, I got up and I walked, and then I walked down the street, and I came back up, and then I went back to the park the way I originally planned, but I did not walk around. So I found a tree and I hugged it. I'm not saying that I'm a tree hugger, which is fine, but I was like, I just need to feel the ground in my hands, and it's so cold, but I need to know that like I'm connected to the earth, and I don't have to have social media with me, and I don't have to have my phone on me, and God willing and God, being there, I wanted my phone but I wasn't going to let fear stop me from enjoying my challenge. Like I just wasn't going to. So I saw a woman, I smiled at her, and she was walking her dog, and I went by the tree, and I kind of just leaned up against it, and I was like, oh, this is what I wanted. This right here is what I wanted. I just wanted to feel nature. So I got down to the ground. And, there's those, like, wood chips and stuff around the tree. And I just touched it with my hand. I was freezing, but I touched the wood chips with my hand. I was like, oh, I'm just grounding myself right now. This is what I need. I need to ground myself. And it felt so good. So at first, everything was going great, right? And then next, this dude just, boom, was, like, watching me. Like, oh, come on. I mean, like, hoodie and, like, hands in his pocket and just looking at me, creeped me out. And I was like, I am not going to let this take away from something I want with my mind. Like, I'm doing this mindset challenge, and I have to do it too, along with the girls and the guys that are doing it and participating. And whatever experience it may be, we got to talk about it. Because if we let fear win, then we're paralyzed. And I don't want to be paralyzed. I don't want to go through life paralyzed and allow anything to happen, right? We don't want anything to happen. We want to be alert, and we want to enjoy the things that we want to enjoy. But it also taught me that you cannot start something with a specific expectation. I had this specific idea of how it was going to go and how I was going to feel and how I was going to react. But we have to let that go and just let be what will be. And fear will paralyze us, and we can't do that. So I got along with my challenge. I did it. I hope all of you guys enjoyed yours. And I felt grounded to the earth. I'm going to do it again. I might go, it's really cold here, but I might go outside and look at the stars because I love the stars. And as I mentioned the other day, the stars already knew we existed when they existed because they are from the past, whereas we are in the present, right? So we just have to let ourselves be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and I can only control the controllable, and the other things, I have to be comfortable with the outcome, right? So that was my experience today. I went out with an expectation, and it was different. I'm trying to read the comments. Let's back up a little bit. No, I did not let fear win. Yes. And we have to talk about different things. Yes. So I want to know, did you guys have a good experience getting one with nature, being away from your social media, disconnecting, even if it was just for the 10 minutes that I assigned? What did you observe? How did you feel? Was it amazing? Was it exhilarating? Was it exhausting? Sometimes it can be so exhausting. And I talked to Samantha about that today. I said, my vibration was just off. Something was just off. And my energy level was just kind of drained. And I couldn't figure out why, because I had such an exhilarating, amplified day yesterday by the connection I made with a female who's fierce and is on fire. And then I slept great. And then today just, I don't know what it was. I was like, is there like a full moon or something? Or is it something in the wind? So the idea is to connect and to really reconnect with us, right? Because we come from nature and we go back to nature. We are born and then we die, right? Everybody's born, everybody dies. Which brings me to another point. People are always saying, you only live once. Well, let's back that up. You only die once. You can live many lives in your life, different chapters, right? So I want you guys to grasp onto that. You don't just live once. How boring would that be if we only lived once? Like, I get the concept, right? We're born and then we die. That's a one lifetime. But why can't we have so many lives within that lifetime? And that's why it's so important to be in tune with your mind and yourself and everything like that. You just got to grab onto that. And so that's what I was hoping like nature would do for us, is like to kind of like reflect back and kind of get back to where we need to be, or reset or recharge, because it's just hustle and bustle all the time. I know, Samantha, but you took some great pictures. Those were amazing. And then you gave me that voicemail and it inspired me, girlfriend. So let's talk about tomorrow, day 6. Okay? So day 6, I want you to say no to something. Day 6 is I want you to say no to something. Now, if you're someone who always says no to something, then I want you to say yes if possible. And mean it. Be sincere. Okay? Thank you, Jennifer. 6. Day 6. I want you to say no to something. Make sense? Give me a thumbs up or a smiley face or something to let me know that you understand. So if you're always saying yes to something, I actually want you to say no. Because as females, now this, I'm sure men deal with this too, but we are so quick to say yes and then we regret it later, right? So by saying no, you are empowering yourself to be authentic and not fake and not regretful. Let that sink in. By saying no, you are being authentic, you're living authentically, and you are living without regret. You're being your true self, right? Because you're not going to later be like, oh, I don't really want to do that, but I can't tell them no now because they're going to judge me and I don't want to be judged. I want people to like me. So what? Let them judge you right away if they want to. That's on them, not on you. So I want you to say no to something that you would normally be like, oh yeah, sure, absolutely, I can do that. And then later on you're like, oh, what was I thinking? Right? So that's going to allow you to have a better mindset, to know what your priorities are, what you want, what you don't want, and being authentic and true to yourself and letting yourself live the way God intended, or the way you have this vision of how you want to be. Does that make sense, everybody? So by saying no, you're giving yourself permission to say yes to something else. Think of it that way. There's many ways you can look at it. But if I say no to this, then I can say yes to this with something I really, really want to do, because my time isn't ripped apart between different things. So I want you to say no to something tomorrow. Now, if you're like, well, Erin, what if an opportunity doesn't arise where I can say no? An opportunity will arise when you can say no. Whether it's today, tomorrow, the next day, or so forth, there will be an opportunity where somebody will ask you something, or they'll expect you to do something, and you're going to say, no, wait just a moment. I can't do that right now. It could be as simple as your kids coming up to you and saying, hey, mommy, can you read this book to me right now? And you can say, honey, no, I can't. But give me 5 minutes, and then I would be happy to. It can be as simple as that. Hi, Lisa. Does that make sense? So I want you to be able to say no, because that's going to empower you, and it's going to allow you to be respectful of yourself and your time and your potential. And that's what this is all about. We want you to live authentically and be authentic and intentional and purposeful with your life. And if you're saying yes to everything, then what in the world are you doing? Right? I was a people pleaser for a very long time, and I've learned to be like, you know what? I don't want to do that. So no, I still got practice, and I still need to practice it, right? But for women, we're so quick to say yes. We're so quick to be people pleasers. So that's your challenge for tomorrow, is just to say no to something, whatever it may be. And I want you guys to report back. Hello, Mary. I want you to let me know how it goes. It does feel good to say no, right, Lisa? Yeah, girlfriend. Lisa is amazing. She's been a client of mine a few times through the last few years, several years. We have a connection, and she's an absolute boss babe. Shout out to Lisa. I have a lot of awesome women that surround me, whether it's virtually, in person, whatnot. But I just love that we can connect at any point, at any time. That's when you know you've found somebody who's a soul sister, right? Is when you can not talk to them for a while, and then you just know something's up, and you guys just pick up the phone, or you need to reconnect, and everything's fine and dandy. It's like you never had a skipped beat. So I love all my ladies, and you know who you are. And if you don't know me, I'd love for you to reach out and say, hey, I'd love to get to know you. What's your deal? And I'd love to know your deal and what you're passionate about and what you love and all of that. The 30-day mindset challenge will be continuing. Oh, great news. I forgot to mention this. I did it in the other video, but I deleted it because nobody jumped on and there was some kind of error, I think. So Samantha actually pushed me to do this, and I have posted every video for the last 5 days on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So I will be posting that on Facebook. So whenever you want to do the 30-day mindset challenge, or you can't remember what it is, those videos will be on YouTube under Coach Erin Baer, and I will share that on my Facebook link for all of you guys, and you can share it with your friends, your family members, your colleagues, anybody. So thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that feedback. So please, hey, Peggy, you just jumped on. I've been wondering where you are. Now, she had a good experience today with the nature one. So everybody can go on to my YouTube channel, and I will post it, and I will let you know what that is. And I will be posting all the videos onto that, as well as this Facebook. And then I'm going to work with Samantha, and she's amazing, and see how I can utilize other social media outlets to get the word out and really focus on our mindset and everything like that. So I love all of you. I hope you have a good night. I'm sure this video is really long. I have no idea. But I appreciate all of your support. I hope you're in. There's this bug flying around. It's winter. What is he doing? I hope you guys are enjoying the challenges. If they're not challenging enough, please reach out. But I have a lot of plans. And I can't tell you what they are, but I know some of them are going to be really great for you, and then some of them are going to be like, oh, it's just a reminder, and some of them might be easy, some of them might be like, oh, girl, you tested me. And that's what I want. I want there to be a variety for everybody. So if you have any ideas or any concerns, like I said before, you can message me. You can also drop me an email at coacherinbaer@gmail.com. It's B-A-E-R, not like the animal, just flip the A and the E. So B-A-E-R, Coach Erin Baer. I'm a female, E-R-A-N. I just have to laugh about it. Or you can Facebook message me, YouTube message me, wherever you find this video, you can message me. And I would love to hear your feedback and what you want, and what you're passionate about and what you struggle with and what you're good at and what you can offer this world, because we are 1 in 4 trillion odds. Did you know that? 1 in 4 trillion odds that you were born to be a part of this world today. Phenomenal. I love the word phenomenal. I do. So you, my friend, are imperfectly perfect, and you are supposed to be here because the odds were stacked up against you. So amen to that. And be fierce and fearless and conquer your day tomorrow. I love all of you. I will talk to you tomorrow night. Enjoy nature. Enjoy the challenges. Love all of you. God bless.